Hey everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Epic ARMA. Today we have a new type of scenario I came up with. It is a fairly small scenario in scale, but we can make it as big as we want. We can make it as epic as we want. So there's a lot of variety out there. Namely, basically, there's a convoy of criminal vehicles heading towards the border here, and the police, we have set up a border of patrol cars, and we have a mixture of regular cops and SWAT units waiting their arrival. Also, a police helicopter is inbound to support us. Again, as I said, we can make this as cool or varied as possible, where we can have chases or police barricades in the city, or we can have a first where they come out of a bank and have a shootout there. They need to get in a vehicle and then leave the border, etc., etc. This is more a proof of concept to show you guys, give you guys also inspiration to come up with things, and we'll evolve this through that. I, for example, already tried to have cars come in from behind. Unfortunately, it doesn't work because the units will see the cars from 1,000 meters away and will then get out of their cars. So I tried to kind of create this police chase, but unfortunately that wasn't very possible here. They need to be further in order for that to work. Anyway, we're going to do this scenario multiple times. We're also going to be the robbers, kind of see that perspective. If you leave the cars unnoticed, or you don't shoot them, they will actually ram the car. It is a kind of a cool effect. Oh, they didn't. That's a first. And I died. That was quick. Now, of course, I think the scenario where we are in Camp Maxwell as the Halo units, I think I called that the last stand. But this is, of course, more so. Yep, there it rammed it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, I'm hurt. Oh, wow. I'm hurt bad. There are 4 cars in total. One thing, of course, that you can also do as a variety is instead of having, well, you still have a convoy, but actually have a VIP. They're getting through. Shoot them, people. Oh, I died. But have a crime boss within the convoy, and that it is more the objective to take him out, to prevent him from getting over the border. That kind of makes it have that feeling of you're chasing down a cartel boss. If you fire from them from a distance, they will get out earlier. Makes it easier. Yep, there you can see that. In case you're wondering what kind of map this is the Mogadishu map. I chose it because it kind of looked deserty like, but more so in the neighborhood of Mexico-ish. I don't really like the black sky. That's a weird kind of thing that they have going on there, but oh, Jesus. I'm also using, in case you didn't notice, the Bloodlust mod. Very, very cool. I'm actually taking... Sorry, SWAT soldier, but I'm taking your weapon. Who are they shooting at? Whoa. They're all pointed that way. Not too sure. Maybe the helicopter got off or something? Oh, Jesus. And down. Okay. Now, okay. So the drivers are still there. So that's gonna be a kind of an issue. I'm very curious whatever happened to that chopper. Maybe the chopper did the same thing where they would actually go off early. Okay, let's actually now change to the criminals. Why not be the third convoy or the third vehicle in the convoy? There's a lot of variety you can do, of course, in the type of vehicle as well, where here we have 4 like station wagons. We can also have like a school bus. You know, there have been scenarios in movies where they try to escape in a bus. Oh, it's the SWAT van. Okay, well, they killed him. Oh. Cop killer.
Contact, rifleman. Sniper, rifleman.
Someone the other day had an awesome idea with The Walking Dead, where, and it would have to work in multiplayer though, but where one of us or 2 of us, Spiral actually recently got ARMA as well, so I hope to actually do some 3-player epic ARMA scenarios. I already have several scenarios at the ready for that. Oh god. But have 1 or 2 people hold out in one of the prison buildings while surrounded by zombies, and then the other person needs to go in either alone or with a squad, but with the squad might be difficult because they cannot really navigate the prison area well.
Cover me, reloading.
Alright, and we made it through. You can actually see though the ARMA AI not too good. Again, this is why I also, for example, recently do more with Man of War. Not that I'm abandoning ARMA at all. Don't worry about that. But like, you know, this is meant for tactical stuff, not big epic battles. And you could see that here, where all they would do is just get down. And at least Men of War, they would take cover, shoot back. You have a lot of action going on. Now, as a final thing, I want to know what happened to that chopper. You can already see them in the distance. Well, we're moving at an extremely low speed. God damn. Let me change it to quick. You might be surprised, by the way, that I still have the 2D editor selected. In small scenarios like this, where the placement of units is not that important, I find it easier and a lot faster to still use the 2D editor. It's because they don't need to render the actual models. In the 3D editor, you saw, okay, so that actually did fix it. Now, of course, also in terms of variety, I do it here with criminals and police. You can also do it in a way, I guess, with army vehicles. Like have a convoy of APCs or maybe even tanks. Now tanks, if you would do that, it would get very sloppy. If you go tanks, they would spread out, shoot. It would not necessarily feel concentrated anymore as like a border patrol or a patrol thing going on. I saw pictures the other day of somebody recreating Los Santos in ARMA, so I'm very excited for that. Like I said, having a more urban sort of like police either chase or like I said, the last stand type of scenario. See, the last stand scenario that we do with Camp Maxwell is the units in, you know, a base camp at the top of a hill. This is where they protect a road, basically. And they have it blocked. Whoa! Oh, Jesus! That was the pilot, I guess. Alright, well, that was that. The chopper was not a great success. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.